Hello and welcome to week 3 of the Let's Play Springfest Flashback. I'm Freezing Inferno, but in a shocking twist by Zenny, I'm not alone.
I'm TGYR!
Yes, and together we make up, say it nice and loud for the crowd, Team Werewolf Syndrome!
Team Werewolf Syndrome!
Aroo! Oh god, why am I howling? Well, this is Flashback, and we have a nice, fancy cinematic opening.
With some
This game
pretty
made by
rockin' music.
Delphine software? I don't goddamn know. Sort of like a distant cousin of Out of This World, which is a game I LP'd. But you might not know about that game, but it's a very good game. Is Flashback is good? Flashback is okay by my book. What do you think of Flashback?
I don't know.
Tajir?
It seems like it's a pretty good game. I'd probably enjoy it more if it took less than 10 minutes to figure out how to do anything.
Yeah, that's the thing about Flashback. You see, I really liked Out of This World because it was a simple video game. Very simple and effective. You jumped, you shot, that was pretty much all you did. This one's got a bit more to it. But it's pretty good nonetheless. Anyway, we're just going to start the game. You got items you can pick up, like the Hollow Cube.
The Hollow Cube, which it took me, I don't know, probably 5-10 minutes to figure out I could go into my inventory and look at it.
Yeah, that's the thing. When you're playing a competition and there's no, like, instruction manual linked, you sort of got to either fiddle around with it for 5 or 10 minutes or just cave in and look up the info yourself.
Yeah, this is a really confusing game when it comes to control.
Yeah, it's a pretty confusing game, too, because you're an amnesiac and you have no idea what's going on. You got this holographic message from yourself. It's like, go see a guy. By the way, you can't remember who the hell you are. Don't get me killed. I wonder if it'll be like, yeah, it kind of reminds me of Total Recall, I think Arnold Schwarzenegger wore like a jacket like this and he had a gun, because, spoilers, you do have a gun in Flashback. As you'll see here, we can run, and we can gun.
We can gun in, like, 2 different positions.
Oh yeah, the gunning is a little different from Out of This World. Now here's a really neat move you can do. You can just edge off a platform and then you can just quickly do this and dodge this explosion because that'll hurt you.
That was a pretty nice dodge. I can never pull those off.
Yeah. It's a bit more different. It's a bit different from the gunplay in Out of This World, which is basically just, depending on the different functions of your gun. Here, all your gun does is shoot, but it's what you do that's important, because you got all these dodge rolls and crouching and junk.
Ooh,
and getting the
shot
drop
him
on
right
guys.
in the crotch.
Now, this is some clever stuff. Make sure you grab this innocuous stone here. Now, your first instinct might be to kill this droid. No, don't. Because you're just going to get shot. The health system in this game is a bit interesting. You've got, like, a shield instead of proper health, and it can take 4 hits, and then you're dead. But we'll be able to refill that later on. But for now, here's some really sneaky stuff. Like, I could have just opened up that door and shot that mutant guy, but instead, I'm just gonna do this. Tiptoe, tiptoe, tip, oh, pow!
Yeah, like, all the walkthroughs and stuff are like, throw the stone and open the door, and you'll probably get shot, and it's like, why would I do that? I can just walk around.
You can just sneak up on that guy and knock him unconscious. Yeah, it's an interesting little thing. The best way to deal with guys that are below you is to just pull out the gun and just walk forward, because when you walk off the edge as you're walking forward, you just instantly have your gun out, whereas if you just, like, ran off, you roll and you take time, you'd probably get shot. By the way, that green stuff? Don't touch that green stuff.
That green stuff is really loud, like,
yeah,
it is murder on you
buzzy.
if you're wearing headphones.
And there's lots of green stuff on the ground there that'll kill you. So, Now here's how you recharge your shields if you got shot with the energy generator. You just stick it in there, and it's a nice, cool vector graphic cutscene, or voxels or whatever, the same sort of art style that an Out of This World used.
And then here's
and
our
you
first
also got to know
like,
to stick
puzzle.
this thing in there. Yeah, that's something that's not exactly spelled out to you, that you can stick the cartridge into the energy generator.
And here's another stealth moment. You gotta
Yeah,
roll on
stealth.
up here
No, more
and
like
shoot
just
a
barrel
guy.
right in there and get that guy before he can even react to me. Very clever. I like this puzzle though, because it's platforming. See, these little things on the ground, they sort of activate the elevator, but the ones that are on the left side, they'll bring it back down and you can't get up, so you gotta avoid them as you go back to get to the elevator. It's platforming. Simple. I like it.
It's nice and easy, especially for this game.
Yeah, this game can get kind of rough, but for now, someone's in need of our assistance. He's fallen and he cannot get up.
So he needs us to go get his teleporter, which he lost in the jungle somewhere.
What a fabulous jungle this is. Yeah, the game doesn't spell it out, but this is actually the moon of Titan, which is a moon of Saturn. Now, I don't know why our hero Conrad is there. I mean, what, did he read a brochure or something? Visit the fabulous world of Titan today! Get lots of exercise as you run and jump through our vast jungles. Oh, and don't worry about getting mugged, because our security drones and demi-human security guards will kill all muggers stone dead. Paid for by the Off-World Colony Tourist Association.
That was fabulous.
That is most fabulous. That's exactly how it happened in my mind. Alright, so use the cartridge holder here, makes a bridge, then the security robot decides that I'm a mugger, and we just shoot this little thing off. It's fun. Only take one step, because that green death, like, it doesn't look like you'll step on it, but if you take 2 steps, you actually step farther than you think you will, and you just step on the green death, and zzz, you're dead.
Oh, here's where I learned something by watching this. The fact that you can just put down the stone here, I, threw it against the wall and it bounced down and landed there. I didn't realize you could just set it down.
Well, you learn something new every day. Now we've got the teleporter. Ice hot!
Ice hot!
And now we get to backtrack. Now, if this was a regular LP, I'd just cut this out, but since we're running under the whole 15-minute limit, we're just gonna run on back.
And we're gonna struggle a bit with this elevator. It's kind of a jerk.
Yeah, I was being careful because of the green death. I'm afraid, like, if I take another step... Because the controls in this game, like I said, are weird. There's no, like, dedicated jump button. Y is your action button, see? And what you gotta do to make a jump like that is you gotta press Y, and then, like, a second after, you press up.
Yeah, I don't get it. I mean, this is a SNES game. We have 4 buttons on the face of the controller.
Yeah,
they could have just made one of them jump.
Yeah, like Y does actions like shoot your gun or pick up items, and B uses items, and A pulls out the gun. X could have used items just fine, and B could have been like a dedicated jump button. Kind of like, you know, Out of This World.
But so, we're climbing our way back up here to talk to the guy.
Yeah, you gotta do all this entire puzzle over again. I don't know why, because I proved I could solve it before. I don't even know, really, if you could just skip this guy the first time and go directly to get his teleporter, but for the sake of just showing it off, I went and found him anyway. This elevator. I don't know. I keep comparing this game to Out of This World because, well, really, It is almost the same thing. It's like got the same sort of visual style, and it's got gunplay, and it's got the whole Prince of Persia-esque grabbing onto platforms and junk. But we saved that man. We
Yep,
saved him good.
He's gonna take off.
But we're gonna take his ID card. Ice hot!
Ice hot.
And now we get to go all the way back to that other elevator with the green death around it. Because there's things we can do with that ID card now, you see. Good things. Things
Great
will help
things.
us progress and get to New Washington, which is where we're supposed to go.
Alright, so
This
I
is
never
actually
like
tricky.
actually
Is
did
there?
this. I always just figured I'd die rolling off the edge.
Oh yeah, I was about to say that if you roll like from further away, like your instinct is like, I better roll further away or else I'll roll off that edge. And you actually will roll off that edge and fall to your death. But if you like stand right next to the guy's corpse and roll, then you'll make it. Guess who had to figure that out the hard way? Spoilers, it was me.
No, I'm glad to see I'm not the only one who just jumps all the time when trying to do other stuff.
Well, yeah, it's because the same button command for jumping straight up is for actually doing like the run. Because if you're holding up or something, it's weird. That's why this game should have had a dedicated jump button. But now they finally give you a save point, and you can do some fun things down here. Like, we're once again just gonna kill some guys, because why not? Got the drop on you! Ice hot! And you can use the ID card right here.
And then this guy down here is a huge jerk.
Oh, yeah.
He is just...
We both got hit. That's very not ice hot. Don't jump down that hole, because you will fall to your death. What you're supposed to do is, just like you do the jump up with Y and up, you go Y and down, and you can lower yourself down. Again, that's not exactly intuitive, and took me a while to figure out. I don't know about this game.
Yeah, I spent like... I don't know, I tried it for like 20 minutes maybe, and I just couldn't do anything, and I just caved and looked it up, and I was like, oh, Y does everything.
Yeah, because, like I said, this game, not exactly. Oh, now this, down here, this is very ice hot. Just take a look-see.
This was some pro moves on your part.
Yeah, we're just gonna jump down here and take this guy out before he can get a shot off, but bam! Ice hot!
Ice hot.
Since I took that hit from that guy, I do want to replenish those shields. I'm just wary. I don't know how you could avoid getting the hit from that guy. You probably could, but I don't know how.
I think it's pretty much just luck, maybe. Hope he misses.
Luck or something, yeah. Just being a little paranoid here. But, no, there's nothing there. More green death, but you can actually turn this green death off. Of course, that thing that's right in front of me will turn it back on, so just do a little hop. And that's the guy I was waiting out for. But when they're on the same planes, all you just gotta do is run back and shoot his little antenna, and bam, ice hot.
And here's another environmental hazard, the dripping green acid.
Yeah, and here's some credits. Like, I'm not going to get to what you need the credits for in this, but there's a guy on the lower path who's like, hey, you need an anti-gravity belt to get past this hole. I'll sell you one for 500 credits. So that's why we're up here, finding credits. Because that's what we need. Now that was not ice hot, but again, I got shot, but I killed the guy, so it worked out in the end. Don't really need to replenish my shields since, well, we're pretty much near the end of this anyway. But here's the 500 credits you need to get that anti-gravity belt, and all you gotta do now is make it back.
Which is not as simple as it sounds.
Yeah, because now these turrets are active. And there's a very specific timing that I messed up. But yeah, you can just get past them by rolling like that. Simple stuff, really.
Right there,
So
I thought that acid hit you, but you just kind of shrugged it off and kept running.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if the acid can kill you or not. I haven't discovered it. Anyway, I think we should wrap this up. I've been Freezing Inferno.
I've been TGYR.
We've been Team Werewolf Syndrome playing
Werewolf
Flashback.
Syndrome!
Aroo! And next time, Tajir here will be playing Week 4, which is a score challenge of a puzzle game. And I hope he does very well.
I hope so too.
It'll be fun to talk with him. So, we'll see you next time.